This message is to all honest, truthful humanitarians in all religions, in all countries. It's only a fair warning because we need to do what is right. We need to stand up, and sooner or later, we have to make a choice. Pay attention carefully to all compassionate, sensitive, true humanitarians. Remember, save, copy, record this most important, crucial, truthful message before all those deceitful demons ruling in so-called secret high-class society remove this message, because we are denouncing the most horrendous legal cruel crimes ever that is currently destroying the whole planet at the expense of innocent living beings. Blood, sweat, tears need to stop. But before we can start healing, we need to denounce all the legal, so-called legal crimes. Brief introduction about me. I'm only a simple farmer, not a professional speaker, only trying to do my part to stop this most horrendous tragedy of legal earth destruction. We know there are many false stories going around, such as don't pay attention to the negative, just talk about positive things, and more lies and more lies and more lies. Everything started with a small lie, a few thousand years ago. For example, the Santa Claus false story. Most people don't think twice about telling that lie to innocent children. You know the story. Santa Claus supposed to be in the North Pole making toys and all this nonsense. It's supposed to be a small white lie, but in reality, it's very harmful, because eventually that trains the child to stop accepting more lies, and then it becomes more toxic information. For this evening, I'm trying to make this as brief to the point as possible. Ideally, you want to pay attention to this message when you're not busy, when you have about 30 minutes without distraction. Ideally, when you first wake up in the morning, invest time, energy to really do your homework and start doing what is right, because we need to start to stand up for what is right. I know there are different definitions, interpretations, and so on, but we need to learn clear differences between the good results of doing what is right, that benefits everybody, benefits everybody on this planet, to improve health and well-being collectively. Okay, for now, I would like to start talking about some people call this universal laws of cause and effect. Truthful divine karma justice. I spent too many hours researching online about universal law of cause and effect. Some people call it divine karma, karma justice, and again, so many different names, and most of them were not we're not on the right path. And also, most of the information we found from diligent research is not accurate. Most of it is deceitful, really. So hopefully this can bring some light. So we all we got to start somewhere. So we all need to know that universal law of cause and effects right here, right now, rules supreme. Universal laws, some people call divine, or some people call the commandments from the Creator. But I would like to clarify for once and for all, right now, roughly 85% of the whole population on earth believes in worshiping the Creator that made earth. And at the same time, all those people supposedly worshiping the Creator of earth do not respect earth. What's up with that, homies? What is up with that? That is deceitful. You are lying to yourself. The first step towards living a life with integrity, stop lying to yourself. You cannot claim to worship Creator of earth, and when you do not respect earth, let me backtrack. Most people claim to worship Creator of earth a few hours per week. So some is 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours at the most per week, claiming to worship Creator. And the other 6 days and 20 plus hours, they go around not respecting earth, not honoring the true fact. You are breathing air, drinking water, eating food every day, enjoying many blessings, lying to yourself. If you really want to be honest, and I talk about honesty on another previous message, you can look it up. If you really want to worship, honor Creator of earth, then do your homework. Because not respecting earth, you're only lying to yourself, and you will create bad karma, justice, consequences. Like the bad karma all humans are experiencing now, because the earth is mostly polluted. Over 60% of this whole planet is polluted, full of and the system, the governments and corporations, they keep dumping toxic waste and chemicals and radiation to the earth. And believe it or not, those people in charge of ruling governments and ruling corporations, they claim to be from some religion. They claim to worship Creator, but yet are destroying the earth. Okay, let me talk about karma, the supreme laws that none of us can, there are no shortcuts. There are no shortcuts about karma. Whenever anybody commits a violation against the supreme laws of karma justice, or call it a creator justice, there are heavy consequences to pay. There's no other way around that. Universal laws of cause and effect, right here, right now, rule supreme over all those millions of deceitful, confusing words made by legal laws. I also talked previously about the deceitful demons in government, religions, and corporations. To make it brief to the point, all those deceitful demons pretending to be a person, they look physically like a person, but if you're sensitive enough, the demon energy shows in their aura. For most people, the demons have numbed down for hundreds of years now, systematically dumb down the low-class working population, so they are not able to identify deceitful demons. And that's basically best way we can explain it. The legal laws, all the legal laws are basically fabricated by demons to protect the demons ruling in high-class society. Most of you know what happened previous 4 years in the United States when deceitful demons were ruling, almost destroyed the United States. You can research that. It's all true information. All the legal laws are protecting demons ruling in all corrupt governments, in all greedy high-class corporations, in all deceitful religions. Demons are ruling. And again, I explain the difference between an honest, true human and deceitful demon disguised as a friend in a previous message. They have been deceitful demons in governments, corporations, religions, have been systematically, intentionally poisoning minds, body, and soul of innocent, working, low-class, naive humans. Here it is, if you want to pause for a minute to get the full message. Another important point, we need to start practicing, all honest humans, we need to start practicing right here, right now, immediately, if not sooner. Right where you are, you can start this evening. Right where you are, you can start reserving a couple of hours per every 24 hours. If you really want to worship Creator of Earth, the fair response to that, the most fair way to reciprocate is to start respecting Mother Earth. More effective solution, if you want to be part of more effective solution to stop this horrendous legal Earth destruction. Keep in mind, everything that is done destroying Mother Earth is perfectly legal, you know, corruption, pollution, or whatever you want to call it. First step we all can do is stop poisoning yourself mentally. start removing all those toxic lies you've been holding on. You know what they are if you only take a few minutes to be honest with yourself. Mentally, start removing the toxic lies, like the Santa Claus. I'm not going to go into the details, but after you release false stories like Santa Claus, then the more effort you put in on a nightly, daily basis, the more clarity you will receive. Then when your mind, mentally, your memory is open, or it has room now to receive more truthful information. The memory cannot receive truthful information if it's full of toxic information. That's trash. We have to release the toxic information, and then we start to receiving what many of us call divine grace, truthful information. And of course, we need to detox physically. Most of you know that, and also emotionally. They are all connected. We cannot be healthy without mental clarity. We cannot be healthy without physically being healthy and happy, and also the emotions. If you watch the news on mainstream media, the emotions of most people are just toxic, So anyway, I don't want to go into that right now. Again, we need to start making space to receive more truthful, divine grace. Then we can start walking with integrity. We start honoring the Creator, life source, Great Spirit, whatever name you like to use. Evolution. If you think Earth was made by evolution, then it doesn't matter. The name is irrelevant. What matters, you've been here breathing air, drinking water, eating foods, enjoying so many things, and yet when you neglect to reciprocate for all these blessings, then eventually karma is going to strike you down. And then people wonder, why so many bad things are happening? Well, maybe you have to pay for some bad thing you did many years ago. That's the way it goes. From personal experience, on this earth, around 70 years around the sun, I can testify karma is real. Universal laws of cause and effects is real, because I have witnessed personally, and all my friends that are honest, how karma works. It's real. When you do good, good things return. When you do bad, also bad things return to you. That's just the way it is. We cannot change that. No amount of apology, no amount of fake apology is going to change your karma, whatever that is, good or bad. We need to keep in mind and remember, out of 24 hours we receive every day, most people do not appreciate or show appreciation 10% of the time. Roughly 10% of every 24 hours we're receiving is, again, roughly 2.5 hours. Most people are not doing their homework to find out what the truth is, to find out what is the difference between truthful information or deceitful information right now ruling tragically all over this planet. See, the deceitful demons in charge, ruling most governments, religions, and corporations, they cannot give what they do not have. They do not have compassion. They do not have true heart compassion. So it does not matter to them who gets poisoned, how many innocent living beings are suffering, are forced into suffering, pain, and cruel state of poverty. It doesn't matter to the demons ruling in charge because they are too busy enjoying their private islands, eating all the best healthy organic foods, and enjoying the private planes. Do not have to stand online or anything. Do not have to take the public bus. They don't care. That's just how they are. Just like you cannot teach a fish how to climb a tree, perch on a branch, and teach them how to sing like a rooster. It's not possible. Same way, honest humans cannot teach demons, permanent criminally insane people, how to be a good person. They only fake friendships. They only fake to be a good person. The only thing we honest humans can do is learn to create distance. You know, we need to place all those deceitful demons. We need to do something similar. The way I think his name is what's his name? President of El Salvador. He took all the deceitful demons, gangs member, and just put them in a place where they cannot harm anybody. All the countries need to follow the example of the president of El Salvador. Bukele? Is it Bukele? If my memory is working, I don't remember. So anyway, gotta move on, trying to keep this message brief to the point. Just a brief repeat of what a true honest human is. First, we need to be clear what the word honesty represents. It's when we communicate truthfully, best way we know how. We do not deceive anybody. Honest humans do not harm, do not scam anybody. We do not hoard profits or luxuries at the expense of innocent living beings' blood, sweat, tears. Also, honest humans do not profit or hoard profits or luxuries from anybody suffering pain and sickness. As you know, sickness is a big business, and the greedy demons are hoarding all kinds of money. They're billionaires just for keeping people sick. So anyway, do your homework. And all honest humans, you need to learn to protect your health and well-being more carefully, because the demons are everywhere trying to make you sick, because they know when they give the honest working low-class human too much stress, depressed, stress, oppressed, and whatever else, that's what they do. They do it intentionally, because they know when honest working humans are sick, you cannot prosecute anybody. You cannot hold anybody accountable. So it's very simple. It's not difficult to figure out. I guess if you have any questions you want me to address truthfully, place them in the comments below. And to complete this message for now, I'll show you these main points we all need to remember. Again, I'm just a simple farmer here, trying to deliver this. I'm only a truth messenger, doing the best we know how to deliver this message and start a earth healing. And we need to start integrating true social justice so we can start protecting health, well-being, including all innocent living beings we are interdependent with.